So this is what I've learned from 7 days of doing art. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna add my recent art that's not part of the 7 days because I learned really important things from those as well. First, I did mommy long legs and I made her look scary. Now you can see that I'm not really trying here because I didn't render the body at all. Basically what I learned is that the multiply layer, that rendering trick, that is actually really handy. Except in this case, I used linear burn. Then after that, I did these two. I even posted on my Instagram because Kissy Missy over here is a bit blurry. I saw a Cynic's video where he was talking about how you don't necessarily need a lot of brushes, and he painted a skull with just one brush. So I made a one brush challenge and did Echo from Arcane, and I was thoroughly surprised by the results because it's the first time I actually made something that looks really good. But to be fair, I did use a lot of eyedropper and just eyedrop the hell out of the artwork over here, but you can tell the skin's more red than here, it looks green, so I didn't technically eyedrop everything. Then after that, I was like, yo, I should start posting more on Instagram, so I did Mob Psycho 100. I did this the next day right after Echo, and then it only took me 4 hours. Well, technically I was in a time limit because I wanted to post it that day, but honestly I would rather have spent more time rendering and making this look better because honestly I am disappointed with the faces, but I think it was all good for just 4 hours. So and then after that I did this a couple of days later. Well, a couple of days later is when I finished, and honestly I mean, it's alright. No, it's really good lighting. It's supposed to be based off of Sam Does Art's lighting. But to be fair, I did the eyedropper thing again, and I eyedropped the hell out of this image. It was because I knew that if I didn't eyedrop, I knew that I wouldn't be able to really learn which are the right colors to use. I went back and did an old drawing of mine. It was an OC, and I finished it. To be fair, the hair looks like it's made of goddamn marble or something. It's super shiny, but I do think this multiply layer thing really helped me make it look amazing. So in this one, I did Chloe from Dislike X Hertz Radio.
Dislike X Hertz Radio.
I did not eyedrop. I did use multiply layer a lot. The hardest part about her was the fact her 2D sprite and her 3D sprite have different goddamn face. Like, look at that. And also the fact that I wanted to do line art and that took forever. And then after that I did a painting, and this one I did not eyedrop, man. I didn't use a multiply layer or anything. Okay, it's a bit shitty over here, but nonetheless I do like the skin tone, man. I made that skin tone up. I didn't even copy from the reference. These are the two artworks that I've done after the 7-day challenge. So this was a draw this in your style for Kill Gogo, and this took a fair amount of time. I wanted to make her head look up and at the camera, so I made her chin look abnormally huge, and it looked kind of weird. So I just decided to just do an average, her looking straight at the camera. That is something I need to work on in the future, being able to draw faces looking up and looking down. I changed some of the features from the original. Since I'm a creative person, I like to add my own creative flair. I ended up improving a lot because I think that I at least improved a fair amount, because in this one I didn't use any eyedrop, I didn't use any multiply layer, I used whatever. Gave her my own creative hairstyle as well because I think that looks hottest. I mean, cool as hell. I ran into the same drawing angles, faces problem in my next artwork. I can't draw them in the same angle or else her face would look different. You can see that the faces don't look similar. Like, I know in this face in the right I can make her eyes look a bit more farther apart. It was too close, like compared with the other drawing of the pink hair girl. You can see that her eyes are more farther apart than this one, and she looks cuter than this one. On her side profile she looks pretty good though yeah, it doesn't necessarily look like her. These two paintings that I did of her don't necessarily look the same. That's something I can work on. I tried to do wrinkles of clothes without a reference, and I think it looked alright, though I do think that there's things I could have improved on, but I was trying to work on a time limit and stuff, and at the end of the day, it is. Before the 7-day art challenge, bad colors, bad lighting, bad values. After the 7-day art challenge, I understood more of a sense of color theory and lighting, etc.